do a short period of meditation. Doing a led meditation always reminds me of that Woody Allen joke about the guy who failed his theology exam for looking into the soul of the person sitting beside them. And when you're listening to a led meditation, you're not just dealing with your own experience, you're having to deal with mine as well. So let's do something a little bit simpler. And that lovely little mnemonic, just aware of ourselves sitting with our body like a mountain, body rooted like a tree. Sense of our hearts open, responsive to how we feel. Sense of our mind like a blue sky, available to whatever arises without being caught in it. And senses like a mirror, and just present to whatever arises. Not grasping it, not pushing it away. Just sitting. And gradually bringing our awareness back into the room, back into the shared Zoom call. Just taking a moment, actually, just looking at the faces on the screen again. Just that sort of appreciation for, here we are taking awareness into our experience, or in this context of each of us taking awareness into our own experience, just that sense of being aware of, supported by the community that we're part of. And in 15 minutes, we'll go into groups. Badra asked me to suggest a couple of things in the groups. And what I would suggest, actually, I'd be inclined to try and keep the groups a wee bit experiential and kind of work off our own practice. So 2 questions I would suggest. One is a little bit of appreciative inquiry. So what did you do in the practice that actually worked for you? So let's just take it. This is Buddha Vachana. These are the Buddha's instructions. So let's assume that he's getting at something worth attending to. So what did you do that helped you connect with the experience? And I think we've got such a kind of bias sometimes towards self-criticism, and that what you're doing in that sensitivity to pleasure thing is just recognizing that there's positive experience there if we attend to it. So what did you do in the practice that actually worked for you to some extent? And then a second question would be, what would help you to engage more deeply with that strand of the practice, that aspect of the practice that we've been talking about? So if there was something you think that would, I've got my approach to the practice, each of us has to find their own kind of point of connection with it. So speculating a little bit, what's your sense of what would help you maybe to connect with the practice a bit more deeply? So that would be my suggestion for discussion topics. Does that work, Badra? So thank you very much. I'll see you again this afternoon and leave you to the bits of the program in between. And we any questions about the practice, we can pick up in the afternoon. Thank you.
Thanks very much, Dhammarati.